I'm pretty tempted to say no blocks here. Violent Urge, Double Strike. They could play another one of those. So let's say they had that. This has Trample. That would be 14 damage. I think that's fine. Okay, let's see if they have the Double Strike somewhere. We don't really know what's about to happen here. This deck can play so many different cards, which is kind of cool. I think it's a really cool deck. Yeah, so they do have that. It gave it +1 somehow. I kind of missed that. We dropped to 1 though, not 0. I think we got him here easily. Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we're going 14-6, a 70% win rate from rank 94 Mythic to rank 71 Mythic with new and improved foundations, mono red aggro. They made it better. I don't know why. They really didn't need to print any of these cards, but they did, so we have some pretty significant upgrades to talk about here. First and foremost is the Stromkirk Noble. It is, as far as I'm concerned, basically a strict upgrade to the Monastery Swiftspear in the 1-drop slot. Unless you're really trying to go full burn, you could do something like run 4 Bolt Waves and even splash Boros for Boros Charm for 4 damage to player Planeswalkers, flexibility, and Lightning Helix. I actually did try that out as one of the things I was thinking about making for today's video, but it's just nothing really holds a candle to Hero on 1 and Mouse on 2. So I still think creature-based mono red is the way to go, so we ditched that, and we're here with the Stromkirk Noble, a 1-mana 1/1 Vampire Noble. This creature can't be blocked by humans. I don't think that really comes up too much. There's a lot of bats and fairies and demons and mice and rodents and lizards. I don't know that there are that many humans, but keep your eye out for it. It could be relevant. More importantly, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It outscales. It outscales stuff. So many games, especially in the mirror, are decided by, okay, it's got 2 toughness, now it dies to shock. Okay, it's got 3 toughness, now it survives shock, it only dies to lightning strike. Okay, it's got 4 toughness, now it dies to nothing. That's it. This card is basically unanswerable at that point on. So it's really important if you can scale your creatures up. That's one of the reasons why the hero is so good, because as soon as it gets out of that 2-3 toughness range, it's really hard for any opponent to interact with it who's in the mirror match or has damage-based removal. So very good. Also, since you're running 4 copies of this new shock, which we'll talk about, and lightning strike, it's really not that hard to take out your opponent's only blocking creature, get in there for damage, and level it up. It's just very good. As far as I'm concerned, it is a strict upgrade to the Monastery Swiftspear, which always comes out when I'm playing best of 3. That's one of the first cards that come out. This is a very good card. Next card I want to talk about is Burst Lightning. They didn't need to print this card. I don't like that they printed this card. It's a strict upgrade to Shock. It's just better. Shock is 2 damage to any target. Burst Lightning is 1 mana, 2 damage to any target, but also you can pay an extra for it to kick it to deal 4 damage. I just don't think mono red needed to be that much better. There are so many games I can think of where like opponent is at 4 life and I'm like, all right, well I need to draw both a lightning strike and a shock to get there. You know, it's very unlikely. Maybe if I get both, I can win the game. And the fact that now this just has that extra reach where you can just pump in 4 extra mana, which at that stage of the game, like it's not that hard to flood out in these games and just need that to deal 4 damage instead, is really good. I think it's too good. I'm not happy with it. It's a common. If you're playing any red deck that was playing shock, just immediately craft this. It's just better. And yeah, it gives a lot of reach to a deck that I don't think needed much more reach. I thought it was fair enough as it was. And yeah, I don't think we needed this card printed. So play it. The next up is, we'll do Kellen last, because that one's kind of more interesting. The last really good card is Seer Slicer Goblin. 2 mana, 2/1 with Raid. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. This card is really damn good, and you're going to see it in a whole bunch of decks. And this deck, obviously, if you're just on the offensive, you're pumping out extra goblins every turn. It also leaves extra fodder around, random things you can put the rage on, and especially if your opponent's got open mana, and you think they're going to pick off something, and you're going to rage something anyway, you might as well slap it on a token that dies rather than putting it on one of your core creatures who has abilities you want to keep around. So the offensive capabilities are great. Honestly, it really shines defensively, because if you're in some kind of mirror and your opponent has as much double strike as they want and they haven't yet found trample, they don't have the second mouse or they don't have the rage, and you can just pump out a 1/1 token every turn to chump block on the way back, it's really good. You're going to see a lot of that today. It's just a very good card. If you're looking for things to spend your rares on, you can put it in so many decks. Like I've got some random things over here to show you. The Jeskai Convoke deck with Knight Errant and all that stuff is very good. Like, it's basically like Resolute Reinforcements, but it's a 2/1, and instead of just getting a single 1/1 creature token, you get it every single turn you attack, which is very good. There's going to be a Rakdos deck that wants this, right? You play like Final Vengeance, you slam some 1-drop, you know, slam the Goblin on 2, you attack, you get an extra token, you sack the token to Final Vengeance, you sack it to Braids, and just, it's going to pop off. This card is very good. I think it's definitely worth spending your rares on if you're looking to spend them somewhere. The last card is Kellen Planar Trailblazer. It's interesting. I didn't get to see it pop off today. That doesn't mean it won't. It doesn't mean it's not a good card. It's a 1 mana 2/1, so very good rate off the bat, but everything else is basically that anyway, right? The Hired Claw is basically a 1 mana 2/2 for the most part, so it competes with the Claw for a slot, but it has a lot of reach late game in terms of giving you the extra card draw, kind of like the Challenger does. You can invest 2 more mana. If it's a scout, it becomes a human fairy detective, and whenever it deals combat to a player, exile the top card of your library. That, by the way, works with Double Strike. If you could figure that out, you would then deal damage twice that turn and exile 2 cards. You can play that card this turn. So kind of like the Challenger in that way. And then you can invest 3 more mana. If it's a detective, it becomes a 3/2 human fairy rogue and gains Double Strike. That's really relevant. 3/2 Double Strike goes to toe-to-toe with anything. 6/6 demons trade with a 3/2 Double Strike. So it's good. And if you have Monstrous Rage, then obviously you do even better than that. So it's got great late game capability in terms of top decking a random card against some control opponent and trying to close out the game, or even the mirror, and have something that can draw you extra cards every turn and maybe become a 3/2 Double Strike out of nowhere is really strong. Legendary isn't great in multiples, especially in your aggro deck. Like, you really just want to curve out and hit everything on time. So stumbling, having multiple legendaries in hand is not great. I could see cutting this to 1 and just putting in the Higher Claw. I didn't see it pop off today. You probably don't need to spend your rare on it today, but it should be a very good card in general. The last card I tried today, and I cut about halfway through the gameplay, is Ball Lightning. If it'll let me play this card on screen. Yeah. I'm not a boomer. I haven't actually been playing Magic for that long. Maybe you boomers out there can tell me if this is in fact better than Screaming Nemesis, but my hunch is not. They're pretty similar in damage capabilities. You slam Ball Lightning, you attack with a 6/1. If your opponent blocks with a 3/3, the 3/3 dies, they take 3 extra trample damage. If the Nemesis attacks, if they block with a 3/3, it dies, you still do 3 extra damage to the face off of that. But the Nemesis is just so good defensively. And a lot of mono red mirrors, you drop a Nemesis against an opponent who's otherwise doing very well attacking you, it does slow them down. Because then they're essentially trading off two creatures. The one attacking it dies, and then the extra 3 damage picks off something else. It's really interesting against Double Strike, which you'll see I fumble in one of the games today. If your opponent attacks you with Double Strike, and the Double Strike damage goes through to hit the Nemesis, well then you get that trigger first. Before the second strike damage goes through, you can then pick off something, which really changes combat math. So this card is, I think, almost the same offensively. You know, it still trades with a 6/6 demon, but defensively, it's vastly better than the Ball Lightning. So let me know if you disagree. The whole gameplay, I had this hunch that it's just not it. But if I'm wrong, let me know. I think Nemesis is the way to go. That's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, we definitely keep this. We could go Callan on 1 here. Let's get that cowboy going. I really don't like the artwork on this card. It just makes me uncomfortable. I feel like he's looking me up and down, kinda, you know? I don't know. It's a little bit too much for me. But banger of a card. Very powerful card. Must be respected and answered at some point. Okay, it's a good burst lightning card. This is so much power creep. It's just shock, but better. So we can shock and lightning strike here, which I think is all we're doing, basically. 2 damage, I can't kick it. Thank you for asking, though. You got the hexproof or not? What do you got? Or rage, they could rage too. They go for the hexproof. We zap it anyway. No more creatures for you. Scoop on that. All right. Very nice. Okay. 87 mythic, let's go. On the play with the noble and removal. It's looking good to me. Opponent with the Multi 6, we get to be on the play. The Stromkirk Noble. White Scavenger. Okay, looks like a burst lightning to me. Zap you. Alright, swing for 1. We now got a 1 mana 2/2. Feels good. Opponent with the scoop. They can't handle it. We took their only creature. I always like when that happens. 86 mythic. Let's go. On the play with the noble. I am so excited for this. I have yet to play this card. I'm very excited. It goes much better with removal. Like, it really incentivizes you to play shock and lightning strike and stuff, because if you clear the way, this bad boy just goes down. If you can't do hero into mouse, this feels like the next best thing. Opponent knows it. They're going to zap it. Let's see if they are... Oh, it's a Swift Spear. Okay. Oh, they attack. All right. Cool. We get the goblin going. Let's see it. Hit him for 1. Get a +1 counter. Make a goblin. What a turn. Now what? Now you answer the noble? Lightning strike there. This is in fact a human, by the way. So this could not have blocked this vampire dude, even if it wanted to. Okay, I guess we're going to rage somewhere. See what they want to block. Okay, easy rage. We could rage the other guy. We could hold rage to protect. We could hold rage to protect and plop down the hero. I'm okay with that. Oh goodness. Oh god. Is this the new screen? I don't know. It looks fine to me. Okay, let's play the hero and just hold Monstrous Rage and make another goblin. Goodness gracious. Let's see if they have Screaming Nemesis. That's kind of the best thing they can do here. Yeah, I don't know if the Bolt Lightning makes the deck or not. I'm not a boomer. I don't know. I've never played that card. I feel like Nemesis is just better. What else you got? Double Strike. Alright, so we can Lightning Strike you through the Rage. Okay. Potentially just hold an open shock here. Cool, don't really need that. I think we attack all and just Rage somewhere. We think they might have Shock, though. So if they do have Shock, then I guess we do this, actually, instead. Because if we Rage to get to the mouse and they just shock something in response. We can't save the Goblin, though. Aha. Inside Out. I don't really want to give away the Goblin. Let's put in more cure. Let's do him like this. Okay, that's the worst one to block because we can make it a 3 toughness creature here. Oh my gosh, the screen. What do we do with the screen? Can I, like, choose? Auto-assign lethal. Ah. Okay. I don't know, this is so much, man. Auto-assign lethal's probably good 99% of the time, but would be good to figure out what we're doing with that screen. I have to refresh myself on the rules. So can we find lethal this turn? We can kick you for 4. No, we can't. Additional 4? Additional 4. All right. I think we got him here. Let's boost up the hero a little bit. Smash the attack all button. Probably get in for 8-ish. Block the goblin, I'm assuming. And then burst lightning the last little bit of damage. They can do that too, actually. Okay, fine. 3 there. How does this work? Can I assign 0? Hold on. What if I do... No. Where else would I assign it? It just... What if I put 0? No, I'm just checking. This is so interesting. I'm not... Drop the 2 any which way. We have the burst lightning. Yeah, I gotta read up on that rule. 2 to the face. Yeah, this goblin's sweet. Very good card. Up to 83 mythic? I feel like we were already there. Nope, we were 87. On the play with the noble. I'm so excited. Let's go. Turn 1, Stromkirk Noble. Can't be blocked by humans. Whenever this creature deals combat to a player, put a +1 counter on it. It seems so good. I really want... That is not a human. So it can block. We could trade it just to get the goblin going. But if this outgrows mono red, do they just lose? I think I want to play the goblin here. They might not block. They might need it. We don't have to decide yet. They could not block. And then we're not forced into Monstrous Rage. It is tempting to Monstrous Rage. Like, this card could run away with the game. If it escapes Lightning Strike range on turn 2, they're kind of screwed. So we'll see how they play it. I might Monstrous Rage. I really want to play the goblin. Oh, they let it through. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's game, dude. We have a 2-2. We'll play the goblin. We'll make another 1-1. So ridiculous. It's cruel, so they could still pop out of nowhere here. Little slick shot BS type stuff. Alright, they're doing the mouse thing, so they have the combo. So removal would be huge in the next couple turns. Let's see if they attack. I'm assuming yes. We could chump block with the 1-1. It's not awful. We don't really need this card right now. It's only double strike. It's a good use of the goblin. Nice defensive unit. We don't have to attack with the goblin. We get the challenger down. I think think it's just this for now. I don't think they'd give away the mouse. And if we did, how sad would we really be, you know? I think they need the mouse. I think this is okay. I think that first 1/1 kind of did its job. If they have second mouse, fine. Let's make them choose, though. That's right. They don't do it. We get the 1/1. So now if they have rage, you know, they go double strike rage, and our 1/1 block isn't as good. If they don't have rage, though, the 1/1 block is amazing. Okay, third land. Could be an explosive turn. Could be double strike, rage, double manifest. Whatever that card is. Inside out. +3/+0. Okay, that's a lot of mana. 1 mana left open. They put it there instead. They do get inside out. But that doesn't mean trample. So we still have a really nice block here with the 1/1 if we want it. You as well. Okay. So they can inside out wherever they want. That makes the 1/1 block less good. Depends where they put double strike. They put it there. Okay. Well, I think we just blocked the double strike then. That's interesting. I mean, they're setting up to win soon. Could basically attack all and drop the rage somewhere. We're getting close to losing on the crackback here. They haven't found trample yet, but they have hero mouse and we don't. That's really good for us. I mean, we just raged through that. So, that's as good as it gets. Yeah, 3 there, sure. Down to 5. We take 3. The noble gets even bigger. It's a freaking 7/2 in mono red. Why doesn't green have this card? What's bullshit? Where's green's 1/1 creature that grows every turn? I don't think we got that from this set, right? We have Llanowar elves, and that's basically it. Okay, can they win here? Again, they're pretty tapped out. And we have a 5/5 trample. Potentially with ball lightning on the way. We'll see. Attack all button. Who's got double strike? We can throw a 1/1 under the bus there. That is fine by me. So if they have rage, it's actually exactly lethal. So we have to block with this as well. Let's put it on here. That would absorb the next most damage, basically. So that'd be +4 here. So that'd be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's see if they get us here anyway. I think we absorb it, though. Because we blocked 2 points off the Swift Spear that otherwise we wouldn't have. 17 minus 2. It's 15 damage. Actually, it's less because the hero doesn't get trampled through. So I think we got him here. Down to 2. 1 to the face. Cool. Any which way you want to slice it. I mean, we're pretty lucky they didn't have rage for a while. Because just turn 1 here on a turn 2 mouse is generally a loss if you don't have any interaction. 82 mythic. On the draw with double Kellen. It's not the dream hand. But in theory, this card's good. I think it's keepable. I mean, it's kind of must answer. Let's see if they actually play rabbits. Ooh, that's a good draw. Alright, let's try Kellen. If they kill it, that's fine. Goblin is always a nice sight for sore eyes. It is rabbits potentially. We attack here first. We show them the land, so they're not incentivized to kill this thing. I don't really see any stick there anyway. Drop the goblin. Hope they don't have turn 3 lockdown. They're not rabbits. They could just be overlords. Double green. Hop to it. They are in rabbits with no 1-drop or 2-drop. So rage is pretty nice here. We'll probably go rage, drop second goblin. Could even throw in a burst lightning if we needed to. This card, I guess we could put the rage there as well. I think everyone can get in there, basically. We can't protect everyone. I guess they block 1 Trailblazer and double block the other goblin. We'll see what they do. Okay. We don't have to save Kellen. We could just drop the second goblin. I think I'm okay losing the Kellen here. So it's just this. I think that's okay. Leveling this up does not really help. 1 and 4. Looks good to me. Down to 14. Drop the second goblin. 2 more goblins. 2 more goblinos. Oh, baby. Running it back. Okay. We can throw in the 1/1s and the big goblin, I guess. I guess I can trade off with the big goblin, unfortunately. Let's just do this. We can even get the challenger in there, probably. Let's see what they want to do. Alright, that's not so bad. Pick off one of you guys. Sure. Play the mouse after combat here. And we'll get down the hasty challenger next turn. Double goblins. Feels kind of insane. Let's see if they drop like a big 4/4 on us. Dude, triple hop to it. What an opening hand. And the scoop. Okay. Yeah, we probably should have played the challenger before combat the last turn. 82 mythic. On the play, looks solid. No one drop to go with the goblin slicer. That's too bad, because that card is a menace. Cleric. Hey, that's cool. I guess we got some life gain coming for us. I mean, hero this turn. Zap. Are they going to have a 3 toughness cleric? I almost don't think so. I'm starting to go hero mouse because that combo is just so powerful. But it is a waste if we're wrong. So we'll just start here. But I think going hero, if we knew exactly what they're playing, I could see going hero, burst lightning, the 2-drop, drop the manifold mouse, and get that whole thing going. Tossify instead. Okay. Ball lightning showing up here. All right. Hero, mouse. I'm gonna give this card like 1 game. It's gotta prove it to me. I just don't know. I feel like the Nemesis does the same thing but better, for the most part. And it's gonna be way better on the draw because you can make really awkward blocks for the mirror. Okay. Well, I think it's ball lightning's time to shine, right? Otherwise, we could get the goblin down and save it another turn. I think you save it 1 more turn. So we'll play the claw here instead. Didn't need to reveal that before combat. Here we go. Double strike. Get him for 6. Eat 6. Down to 12. Drop a claw. Make a goblin. Going wide. This card's so good. It's going to be in so many decks. Alright, finally got some life gain. It is a cleric. They're truly clerics. Okay, tapped out. Gain a life, draw a card. Gain 2 life. I think it's good this card's in standard. Because you need something against mono red. I don't know if it's enough versus double striky mouse. That's really in a league of its own. But it's not bad. So we don't have trample here, which is too bad. We could just zap the 3/3, then it makes all our attacks much better. No, it's kicker 4. I keep forgetting. I think it's 4 total. Alright. It's ball lightning's time to shine. We continue to go double strike here. But I don't know who else is getting in. Double strike. 6/1. They can chump you easily. This is more awkward, but it's not like we have lethal inherently. This thing doesn't have lifelink. We could sacrifice the claw to it. I just don't think that's really worth it. So I think it's just this, basically. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Opponent's just like, huh, I'll take that. Drop to 1, ball lightning face. I keep balling, burst lightning face. Okay. Has ball lightning impressed me? I still don't know. I still like Screaming Nemesis. We'll see. 81 mythic, let's go. On the play, we keep this. We got Kellen in the house. Land Kellen. Heartfire Hero. I guess you could just zap that with Burst Lightning and then rage up on Kellen. Okay. Let's shove some damage through on the play. To 15. Opponent may be stuck on 1 land here. No, they're just thinking. I don't know what they're thinking so hard about. They apply. I always want to call that foretell. Okay, so we could level up Kellen, but I don't think that's it. We could even hold up in Lightning Strike. I think you just slam the Nemesis. We're on the play. Let's get him dead. To 9. And potentially threatening lethal next turn if all they do is slam this thing, go face. We'll see if they can win. 19-0, 1 turn. Not out of the question at all. Very annoying, but not out of the question. Alright, that's plus 5 damage. 6 total. That's plus 4 damage. 10 total. Do you fling for lethal? No. Oh my goodness gracious. I think we just push for lethal, right? I think you just have to. And we'd hope they don't have shock for the Trailblazer. I don't see any stick. It's 9. It's 9. Whew. Always scary. This deck is super annoying. I really don't like that deck. I would love to see it not in standard. However they do that doesn't really matter to me. It just feels so uninteractable a lot of the time. 78 Mythic. We're below 80 though. That's good. Bend it like Wreckham. Yeah, we don't have that many creatures. We hope they play creatures because we have a lot of removal. It's black. Okay. So it looks like we've lost this game. Play the claw on one. No removal yet. Let's hope they top deck the cut down and wait for the rage. It's kind of our only chance here. Nope. They say, ooh, reveal their hand. Choose a non-land card. Take it. Probably take Burst Lightning or Lightning Strike. Whatever fits into their curve better. Though they know that we know that they know we have Monstrous Rage. So they have to account for that when they figure out their removal spell of choice. They take the Ball Lightning. Okay. Cool. That was a really nice draw for us. Because now we get an extra creature out of it. It's pretty good. 218. And we get a 1/1 Goblin. Now we got something random to drop a Rage on. Yeah, they're reading the new card. It's a good one. I don't know if it's enough against Mono Black. But it definitely does something. It's a bat. They take Burst Lightning, I guess. We'd spend all our money, all our mana on Strike. Okay, this is an easy attack for us. Everyone gets in there, and we just Rage pretty much anywhere we want. Or everywhere we want. To the face. Block there. That's one of our rages. I think we don't have to burn the second rage yet. There's no removal now, though, so it's pretty much as good a time as any. It doesn't really get much better. We could play the hero, but I don't think it gets much better here. Let's put on this token. Incentivize them to kill some other stuff. Down to 8. We get back the Burst Lightning. We need a lot of land to kick it, but between the two we have potentially up to 7 damage. Scoop. Yeah, the Goblin. It's a good card. 77 Mythic. Let's go. On the play against Yotato. This is a keep. These names are great. Alright, Kellen getting in there. I still feel very uncomfortable with the artwork. It's Boros, potentially with a removal spell here. Or maybe they just need to read Kellen. It's a new card. Okay. Do we just Lightning Strike you? I don't really hate that. They might block here, though. Do you want to trade Kellen? I guess you kind of just have to Lightning Strike everything, right? You just can't let them go Shelter by Ghosts and then just, you know, it's just too much. You have to just pray. And there's 16 creature deck with 20 lands that, hey, maybe they'll stumble and not have that many creatures in the opening hand. Nope, they got another one, though. To 17. Hitting a 1-drop. It's certainly possible. Not even that unlikely. We could hit a land, too. I think it's just Challenger here, though. And Rockface Village. Okay, get him for 4. And we find out how big the turn 3 Boros turn is. There's Shelter by Ghosts. And a land. What else you got? So now we need Lightning Strike off the top. I don't see any sticks. I don't think they have Rage. Is there more pause there? The turn did not end. Maybe they do have Rage. I mean, we can't win so long as they have Shelter by Ghosts. So we actually do need the draw power of Kellen. Or the Challenger. And we can't use the Challenger this turn anyway. So I think it is here, in fact. Technically, we could move to combat and wait, but they don't have Shock. I don't think they run Shock. Do you run Shock? Shit, they do run Shock. I've never seen Boros run Shock. Maybe they're my Boros. Maybe they are, did not see that coming. Maybe they are, in fact, Mono Red Splash Shelter by Ghost, which is what I run. Very good. Very good against Mono Red. 80% win rate against Mono Red, but still keeping most of the speed of Mono Red versus everything else. Not quite as clunky as Boros, but yeah, 2 Shelter by Ghosts, about the nuts. There's not really much Mono Red can do against that. See if we can hit a 1-drop. It's not looking good, though. You could block for a turn. I know they don't want to block. They do want to block. You kidding me? All right. Great. Down to 6. Maybe they have lethal here. I don't know. Maybe they have third shelter. Full price double strike mouse. So they can give it double strike and trample. So lethal is presented. We block with the hero. There's a third shelter in the top 15 cards. Nice. Okay, so we must block. So it's got to be Hugh. And then we take 5. We live another turn here, basically. We just need 2 open. So there's almost no point in doing this unless we hit a duplicate burst lightning. Okay, give me my card back. Don't think we attack for 3. Okay, I think it's no attacks, because they do give double strike and trample to whatever they want. Probably just have to block with everything they throw at us. Shock face. Alright, well I guess it was my version though. I mean, they didn't play any other enchantments. And they hit 3 Shelter by Ghost in the top 15 cards. On the play, 4 lands, and no 1-drops. I think this is borderline mulliganable. It just feels too slow for what we're trying to accomplish. This is much better. We keep this. We have a lot of 2-drops. We could put back the mouse. Keep removal, keep the goblin. Nemesis will be good eventually. Maybe put back the Nemesis. Just make sure we can cast everything. Alright, turn 1 creature. We got Lightning Strike on 2. No big deal. Okay, I think we run out the goblin here next. Let's see if they let us hit first. They do, no stick. +1 counter. Goblin after combat. Get that guy cooking. It's a scavenger. I think we hold on to Lightning Strike, see if they want to do a block here. Yeah, they got something. I don't want to throw away the goblin though if we can. They just eat it all. So do we hold Lightning Strike? Or just deal out the board state? I mean, they're going to hold open protection on their turn too. It's tough. Let's see if we keep them off Shelter by Ghost by doing nothing. Oh, they go for it now. Oh, baby. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Scoop. Yeah, nope. That wasn't the move, buddy. Got him there. 76 Mythic. Here we come. On the play, Hero Mouse. Up against Chef Clouder. Clam Chowder. Chef Coldwater. Is that a famous magic card? I feel like it could be. Cool. Mouse on 2. Double strike up. Good game. Hit for 4. Alright, let's see if they have removal on 2. They do. Lightning strike there. 2 to the face. We take our free block. We don't really need more land. So I think we go Challenger. We could potentially hit Rage off of it, which is a lot of damage. So we'll play the land before combat. The only other incentive is we could hit like the rock face cliffs. But I think we have a lot of incentive to do this before combat. The extra land isn't so valuable. Let's see if we hit a 1-drop. Nope, that's okay. Nothing risked, nothing lost. That's not a phrase. Don't repeat that. I feel like that's not it. Nothing risked, nothing gained? Something like that. I mean, we basically have lethal off-ball lightning, double lightning strike. So unless they can hero mouse, double strike, trample us to death. Ooh, that's a good card against us. We still basically have lethal soon. Yeah, we can start with the challenger attack and then hold lightning strike. I don't know if there's anything else we want to play before combat, really. We already have trample. If we hit the land, we can go ball lightning as well. Let's do this first. I don't think it's going to change what they do. I think they will block this regardless, basically. That's cool. I think slam this and then hold lightning strike for next turn. That seems about good. I think we can even get in there with the mouse. I guess we could have also lightning strike the Nemesis. No, because then they pick off the mouse, then we don't get double strike that turn. Just thinking sequencing wise if there is a more optimal way to do it. I guess they can actually pick off the ball lightning here. Yeah, that's a mistake. Because first strike damage will go through and then they get to put 3 points of damage to the ball lightning, I guess. Yeah, I think we did that wrong. Okay, let's see how they distribute it. So they can put it on the ball lightning before it deals damage. Nope, that's not it though. Alright, we messed up that. Which we've done instead. We targeted with the rage beforehand. Got the land. We could have then, I don't know, moved to combat. Attack. They get the double strike trigger first. Then move to damage. Then they block with the Nemesis. Put the 3 damage on the mouse. And then we still get the trample through, and the double strike mouse dies. We still go lightning strike that turn, we ball lightning next turn. I think they should have used the first strike damage on the Nemesis to pick off the ball lightning before we hit with that. So I think we messed up, but I think they messed up worse. I think probably that would have been better. Let me know in the comments if there is an optimal way that I didn't just describe. On the play, this hand looks fantastic. The claw's shown up, the old school mono red. Basically outclassed by some of the new 1-drops, but it's a goodie. Land hired claw. Mono red, see if they kill it immediately. Nah, it's a hero. This is huge. I think we let it live to get our goblin down. We could kill it immediately. It's generally good to kill these things immediately. Alright. No more creatures for you. We don't get to goblin this turn. Might not even get to goblin next turn, but we do get the double claw, which is always nice. To 17. They hit the second land, they play the challenger. Probably attack because there's not a whole lot to do otherwise. I think you just zap that now still. Just keep them off their creatures. Keep going to town with the double claw. No targeting, no pseudo card draw. Just good old beat down. Down to 13. Man, maybe we should have gotten the goblin down earlier. Maybe we should have held lightning strike to pick off a 3/3 hero. Just assuming we could get there. And because the goblin would have so many creatures by now if we'd done that. Do nothing. I mean, Nemesis is very good here. And it's mana efficient. They can lightning strike it if they want. And we deal the damage anyway. Yeah, I feel like I'm regretting not getting the goblin down on 2. On the play. On the draw, maybe you just kill it all the time. On the play, I think we could have given the hero 1 turn. It's tough because if they are Boros, and you don't know inherently on turn 1 if they are Boros, and they go turn 2, you know, ethereal armor plus something else, then you've already lost the game. You just cannot come back from that. None of your removal is big enough anymore. So I don't hate what we did, because there's always that risk of Boros, but it would have been nice to get the goblin down early. Okay. Get him here. They let us move to combat, so I guess they're killing the Nemesis. Otherwise, they really goofed that. Ah, they needed us to move to combat to make it cheaper. Fair enough. And then also lightning strike on the other claw. They're thinking, did he kill the Nemesis or not? That's what they're thinking here. Frenzy there. And there could be one more Frenzy to go at this point. Now, maybe just Shock in hand. Shock or Rage. Because they're stick, but they're not targeting anything. And they're still thinking they might have a third Witchstalker Frenzy. And they're just not sure if they want to take 5 more, which I understand. Well, what else are they going to do, really? They could wait till their turn and lightning strike it and then take only 3 instead of 5. Maybe that's what's going on here. Yeah, I bet they have one more Witchstalker Frenzy in hand. Zap you. Down to 5. Land. And a 2-drop. See if they attack. No attacks. Lightning Strike face seems pretty good. So we could just play the Goblin here. I don't know that they would attack, but they're very close to dead now. They do get the draw, the pseudo draw. It's another land. It's a good land, but it is just a land. Lightning Strike, prowess. Now you're gonna attack? Okay, double mouse isn't bad. We could pick off the challenger, but at this point we kind of already committed to our plan. So they get one more pseudo draw off the challenger. They could have shock or rage here. But we're very close to finding lethal off the lightning strike. If it's shock, I think we see it now. If it's not, I think it's rage. Okay, so I think they have rage in hand. It's another land. They play it before targeting the challenger, which may be a slight mistake. Second rage. I think they now have 2 rages available. But if that's all, that's not that scary, because it looks like we'll find lethal this coming turn. I mean, they might as well cast it now. I guess they're just figuring out if they should attack or not. I'm going to say no. Probably can't attack. So there's rage number 1. But they're like, what am I supposed to do? I can't attack. So you just sit there. And that's lethal any which way you have it. There's nothing they can do. It's 2 damage there. It's 3 damage there. But I'm pretty sure the last card is rage. There's no need to play it here, though. Right, there's no possible way they could gain life, I don't think. Okay. Let's do it. 3 damage face. And they scoop, because I think that last card is rage in hand. Good game. 75 mythic. On the draw, we keep this with Noble into Lightning Strike. Ling Lex. It's mono red. Scamp. Does that change anything? I mean, if they sack the Scamp after dealing combat, they pick off either of these. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. We gotta get something on the board. Ball Lightning not looking as good on the draw. I still feel like this should be Screaming Nemesis. I have not made a verdict yet. I feel like this is going to be a good game to showcase why this should be Screaming Nemesis. And maybe they just annihilate us here anyway. So if we do nothing, we take 1. I mean, we kind of got to take a lot of damage anyway. I think it's no blocks here. Attempt to attack, deal 1, then Lightning Strike, and have it survive. Looks like they don't, Slick Shot. Okay. So we could actually do that here. Do we hold Lightning Strike into the rage? I don't know, man. It's tough. I mean, it does pick off one of these things. I guess let's attack here and hold Lightning Strike. We now have a 2/2. It's tough. Because rage doesn't save either of these creatures. +1 toughness doesn't do it. So let's see what they got, man. I mean, they're going to have multiple of those. We can try this now, but they're going to have like 5 of those. I mean, it's bad. It's bad any which way. They're on the play, and I'm sure they got 5,000 inside outs in hand. We're going to see them all right now. Yeah, there's second of the 5,000. There's 4,999. That wasn't so bad. We do take a lot of damage to the face. Or to the Noble. We'll see where they put it. I'm imagining face. Down to 10, and they still have 2 creatures, which is always painful. They have 3 creatures now. Goblin. They might not block. And we're not that sad if they do block, in fact. I think we get in there and try to get the Goblin. Also, just if we attacked. Oh, that's great. Okay. This is not that bad of a turn, as far as bad turns go. We get some blockers. We get an extra 1/1. They only have 1 card in hand, now 2. We got the Secret Ball Lightning coming as well. Mouse, double strike combo. But without trample, it's not that scary. Everyone's getting in there. You can attempt to block here. You can probably trade here. We have enough cards in hand. I don't know if we need the card draw off of this yet. I think we're too low not to take this block. Cool, no trample. Trade there. Callous Sellsword, that's scary. That's pretty good. We don't quite have lethal on the crackback. We can get pretty aggressive here, though. Because you do have that 1/1 on the way back. Okay, target the challenger. See if we get a 1-drop to block. Nope, another land. That's okay. Didn't need it really anyway. Down to 6 with Ball Lightning in hand. We make a blocker. We're at 9. Can they find trample? Or just a crazy slick shot turn? They didn't do a whole lot last turn, I don't think. Okay, we find out if this is game or not. Monstrous Rage, probably game. Lock the double striker. Do you have it? No. They don't have it. Drop to 5. Now fling. Fling for lethal. Okay. Yeah, we did our best. I still think that goblin blocker every turn is really good in the mirror. If they can't find trample, we absorbed so much double strike damage off that while still being able to progress our win con. On the draw with the noble and a lot of removal. Seems like a very good start to me. Opponent with the mold to 6. Kimi on Boros. You hate to see it. Do we save Burst Lightning for their 2-drop? I don't know. I'd love to. But what if they're not? What if they're Boros tokens? You just don't know. It's probably Boros Auras. And they probably have a 1-drop. Now what? I mean, I guess we attack and see if we want to trade. We're pretty happy if they do. They do? Okay. I mean, if they have a response, it's fantastic. We just Burst Lightning it. No, we ain't doing that. They still get to pick off the, They still get to pick off our creature, but that's okay in the grand scheme of things. Like, we need to reduce the number of creatures they have to 0, especially off the mulligan. They deserve to be punished for the mulligan, for running a deck with so few creatures. They must be. It's the only way. 3rd land and 2nd creature. There ain't too many left. Trading is not so good. It gets better if we can hold up Lightning Strike. Pass. We could level it up and attack. Our mana's weird though. I don't think it's so good that we do that. I think it's just double creatures for us this turn. Hit him for 2. I think it's just this, unfortunately. It's kind of hard to play around with Lightning Strike. We'd have to hold open mana. Wait for them to do something. Shut by Ghosts. Alright. So now we have the next land to get under and hope they also don't have the Shard Mage Rescue. Alright, so Lifelink's brutal. This might be time to level up Kellen if we don't hit the land. We don't hit the land. You may play that card this turn. Yeah, we really want to hit the land here. Is there anything else? Yeah, I think we hold it all open. Or stick. We get the ping, but we need an answer to the lifelink or we do just lose a long game. We level you up. I don't think they're running shock. Top card could be a land. It is a land, so we can Lightning Strike next turn. So that's good. Yeah, I think we'll just play out the Challenger here, over leveling up the Claw. And so then the question is, can they out-pump? Yeah, like that. That's brutal. Did not have removal on time to deal with this. We're a turn away, right? Needs to be 1 turn faster to Lightning Strike. But they might get us here off the mulligan. No blocks. So now what? And they have first strike. Just a turn too slow. Is there anything we can do? We can continue to hit with the Trailblazer. We're almost dead on the Crackback. They might block with the hero. Let's get in there with the Kellen. And they don't have trample, so we're going to leave someone back to block here. They burn the rescue there. I mean, we'll still zap it. And I guess we'll leave the Hired Claw back to block. See if we can hit land off the Kellen. To 16. Nope. That'd be good. That'd be a lot of blockers. But we're waiting for Menace or Trample to come through, and then it'll be game. And there's Menace. So, that is game. Opponent, off the mulligan, hits enough creatures to do it all. What a player. Let's see how far we D-rank off of 1 loss. 75, that's not too bad. On the draw versus Rample Stiltskin. Playing Gruul. Ah, playing Delirium Gruul. Okay. Looks like Noble here first. Into Goblin, hopefully, or Lightning Strike if we have to zap a defender. We'll see what they get here. I don't think they'll get Delirium on 2. This is not a human, it's a beast. Just checking. Alright, they do have a blocker, a hasty blocker. So no blocks from us. Probably Lightning Strike that. Gets them up to 3 Delirium. Actually, we could just attack. Why give him Delirium? The blocker's not as good against Trample. But give him the artifact creature in the graveyard. Does get him pretty close to turning on the 3/3. So let's keep it turned off if we can. Alright, they just need any artifact creature down there. That would get them the rest of the way. Another beastie, but it doesn't have delirium yet. So that's not so bad. I think we eat the same again. I mean, the goblin's good against the beasties. Haste. Doesn't have trample, actually. We could block with the 1/1. That's kind of why they're there. I think that's okay. So the question is... No, I don't think they can get delirium this turn. Another goblin's pretty good here. It's a lot of blockers for non-trample creatures. Question is, does Rage go anywhere? It's obviously better with the hero if we can wait. They might have Stick. Yeah, they might have Shock here, actually. I think let's not Rage. Let's just go Goblin Heartfire Hero. A little bit tough to say. Up to a 3/3. Here comes the Goblin. And here comes the hero, I think. Over the Kellen. They still might have Shock. Nope, maybe not. Okay, that's really good. Neither of the beasties have trample. Let's see if they can turn it on. An instant, they're up to 3. Human out there. Which can do what? Exile from your graveyard, put +1 counter. Alright, they hit delirium somehow. I guess the creature's in the graveyard too. It's a lot of creatures. Let's see if they can threaten lethal. I mean, we have a lot of damage on the way back too. 13 damage. I mean, we have 10 damage on the way back. I'm pretty tempted to say no blocks here. Violent Urge, Double Strike. They could play another one of those. So let's say they had that. This has trample. That would be 14 damage. I think that's fine. Okay, let's see if they have the Double Strike somewhere. We don't really know what's about to happen here. This deck can play so many different cards, which is kind of cool. I think it's a really cool deck. Yeah, so they do have that. It gave it +1 somehow. I kind of missed that. We dropped to 1 though, not 0. I think we got him here easily. Just Monstrous Rage on the hero. Is there Stick? Are you really gonna... Are you gonna get us here? I'm going for it. Okay. I think we still have lethal regardless with Lightning Strike. So it should be fine. They're acting like they got something. Ooh, Seed of Hope. Nah, we got him. We got him here. Close game, though. 73 Mythic. On the play, no 1-drop. But I thought it was pretty good. And potentially have a way to hit land off the Challenger Mouse. I don't think it's worth mulliganing. But there are certainly much better hands that could be had. Well, there's a 3rd land. That's not so bad. Alright, here comes the Hasty Boy. And then it's just triple Nemesis back to back. Yeah, I think it's triple Nemesis. And then, eventually it's Hero Mouse. Countered, okay. Get him for 2. Siren blocker. I mean, these mice do get better if we can wait till that we hit that 4th land. Countered again. We could be double spelling if we wanted to, but this really isn't so bad. Map token up. If it turns into a 2/2, go for the throat anyway. On top. So now we might be more incentivized to play a mouse here. Is that creature? Alright, never mind. Opponent with the attack. That's interesting. It's not a bad turn to Mouse Hero. And then if they pick off the mouse, we can just deploy the next one. So we'll see how this goes. Kill you now, 1 mana open. If they don't have cut down, we get to grow the hero again this coming turn. Another land is nice. We get to double mouse now. And they don't have enough mana to counterspell. No stick, so there's no cut down either. Double strike and trample. They scoop off of that. Okay. Alright. 71 Mythic, almost back to 69. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.